Hello all, Jeff here with a new video, back on iRacing to check out the newest car on iRacing, which is the Formula Vee. For those who are wondering what that is, as you can see, it's a wingless, single-seater, open wheeler. This category has been around for years and years and years, and my old boss's son won a race in one of these things at Mount Panorama for real. And I'm not joking when I say that. So, and I've actually seen that car as well. So, yeah, and as you can see, one thing you need to worry about this car is the lift off oversteer. Obviously it's a rear wheel drive, but you need to be really nice and smooth on the throttle and the brake, or else, well, that's going to happen. So, this, in the case for downshift, yep, you are definitely going to need to heel toe or blip or whatever the case is, like you have been pretty much, you know, the same kind of driving style you would have with the Mazda MX-5 Cup, although this is a very amplified, and you know, no wings, no slicks, so it is not that grippy, so it's a very tricky car to drive, that's for sure. But here we go. So this is Charlotte, like a road course, so it's a bit of a weird one, like, you know, the main straight is going the wrong way down the oval. You go turn one, and then there's a little straight where you're going the right way down pit road. So then you go to turn two, and turn three pretty much meets up with turn two of the NASCAR oval. So it's a bit of a weird one, but you know, this is my first time on a Charlotte Roval, although it's not the NASCAR version. It's a very shortened layout. But one thing I noticed later on is you could use all of that road on the left, like easily past the line, and you won't get an incident point. So that's interesting to note. And just after doing a few laps and doing my quali, I just figured out that you could just keep it in third gear for the whole lap. I mean, I did notice in the race you're about to see that others will use second gear in the tighter corners, and mainly maybe they have got a gear stick and a clutch so they can actually get the heel and toe right. And for some reason, my blipping wasn't really up to scratch, so just for safety's sake, first race in this car, just to keep it in third. As you can see, I did put it in second gear here, and you get that little bit, you get a little loose there. I noticed if I just kept it in third, that wouldn't happen. So, you know, obviously a bit of throttle modulation required, even though there isn't much power in this car at all. We can't even reach, like, 90 miles an hour on this straight, so
it's over.
Anyway, we qualified second, so I was actually surprised after the little offs I had in practice. But anyway, let's see how we go here. There's a nice little grid here, but we're gonna get going. Barney going crazy with his flag waving as he always does. That arm of his never gets tired, so he's almost like a god. As we get out of turn one, and as you can see, you've got a guy right behind here, but you know, it's all about safety here. You know, it is a rookie server, but I did notice later on that this race didn't count for rating, sadly, because, you know, I just wanted to keep it as clean as possible with this race, because I'm not doing that good a job with the Mazda MX-5. Anyway, he's the leader, just getting off the gas, and that's his race pretty much ruined. So he could have just bolted and won easily, but not the case. So we're in the lead, but I thought, you know what, we'll just take it easy and just learn the car and go from there. So, you know, down to second, but what can you do there? It's all good practice, especially since the Formula Vee is now part of the basic membership. So, you know, there's another car you can use in rookies, not just the Mazda MX-5. But in all accounts, I've heard a lot of people really like this car, so you know, that's a good sign. I mean, in a way, it's an entry-level category. Has been all over the world for years, so you know, you kind of got that realism there. You can start off in one of these things like you would back in the day. What's next? Hyundai XLs. Anyway, this guy, I think I was just taking it too cautious, and the guy behind just got caught up there, and that's his race done, unless there's a few bottle jobs ahead. But anyway, the two leads here. So, car stopped ahead, and why is that? Well, back marker has lost it and has ruined the leader's race. Yeah, I was going to call him a flog, but I don't know if I should. This could be his first race in iRacing, so if that's the case, you know, well, it's a good place to learn in one of these things with very limited grip. And as you can see, a few back markers have gone into a bit of mischief here. So what's happened here? Well, the white car gets a few wheels on the grass, loses it, and you know, as I was doing in practice, you get off the throttle and you don't get off the throttle completely, don't get on the brakes. Well, that's going to happen. You're going to spin. So as I was saying in one of my last videos, the Jardier foot dance, well, that's going to help in this car, so keep that in mind. So here we go. We've got a back marker of the white car behind the leader, and he's just going to go in way too hot here, and again, lost it because he isn't doing the throttle brake modulation properly. Maybe he's putting in the second gear, but anyway, we're in second. So, but the leader has gone the grass and smashed into the wall on the outside. He could have won that race easily. So let's have a look at this replay. As you can see, he never even got to the apex, and bang, race done. Bye bye. So, you know, I hardly even got onto that bit of road after the line. So anyway,
stay smooth.
And as the spotter says, it is white flag time. We're about to start the last lap. Who would have thought we would be in the lead first race in this car?
Okay, you are the leader.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks for the encouragement. As you can see, using all the track now, as long as we don't get on the grass. But this guy behind me, he was very, very strong in this hairpin section. Like, as you can see, he's getting really, really close, and for some reason the cones never get knocked over, even though I was driving over them so many times. But yeah, as you could see before, he was very strong. I thought he was gonna go for a dive, but he never did. I thought he was gonna go for a dive as well. But as we go into this last hairpin here, I did feel I was going in a bit too shallow, to be honest. I thought he was going to get a bit of a run, but, you know, these cars don't have much power at all. We're going to get out of there, and we are going to get the win in the Formula Vee. First race in iRacing, first race on the Formula Vee. Not bad at all. Thanks for the flag, Barney. Good stuff. Awesome.
You won. Dinner's on me.
Well, get some KFC for me, Aussie Yobbo spotter. I'll be looking forward to it. And, you know, and it's a shame we can't just wave to the driver to the left. But what can you do? That's the Formula Vee for you. So if you did like the video, smash the thumbs up button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. And if you did want to see more of my content, maybe consider subscribing. And if you want to be notified of all my content, tap the notification icon. Anyway, this is Jeff here. Happy racing, cheers, and goodbye.